Hola, YouTube shooting people. Got a new gun for you today. We'll open it up, check it out, tell you why I like it. I like Ruger revolvers. They're definitely good. They're built like tanks for the most part. And this is something I didn't have in my collection, so I figured I'd go ahead and grab one. I'll tell you why I picked this one. Um, this is a Ruger LCR. So Ruger, like I said, makes great revolvers. Comes in a cardboard box. It's got all the paperwork and stuff. It's also got this soft case, which is a pretty nice range bag. It's not lockable, which I think is a negative. It's also got a pouch on the side here you can put stuff in. But yeah, I think you can make it lockable if you just put a hole in here, quick tie, blah blah blah. So for states that you need to do that, you can do that. And here it is, the Ruger LCR. These have been out a while. Nice light gun. I think it's something like 20 something ounces, something like that. This is the reason I picked this up actually is this gun is actually a 5-shot 9mm. So it's a 9mm pistol. I think that's pretty nice. It's got an advantage because 9mm ammo. It comes in all different kinds of flavors. I think it's better than 38 Special. Some guys get these in 38/357. They're wider at the cylinder. I don't know a lot of people that shoot 357 out of these, and I would argue that you can approach 357 ballistics with certain 9mm loads. You can use plus P through this, or very similar performance, especially out of a gun with a very short barrel, 1.87-inch barrel. So the gun's really nice, set up very nicely as all Ruger revolvers are. It's got this Hogue Tamer grip. It's got this soft point right here. It's got the sights are just sort of this notch here and a white blade in the front. Perfectly adequate. This isn't a gun that you're gonna be really taking a bead on, but you can see it there. It's plenty good around the camera. Now, what do I like about the 9mm? One thing I like is the fact that you load it with moon clips. So you put all your rounds in this. Like I said, it's 5-shot. These are dummy rounds. I actually take a mechanical pencil eraser and glue it in the back where the primer would be. There's no powder in there. They're color coded and all that stuff. So you can see from around the camera here that you can just get a very quick reload, right? So it's hard to do it around the camera, but there you go. You drop them in, your gun's loaded, so you can reload quickly. I carried around some 9s in my pocket all day yesterday. They didn't come out of the moon clips. It comes with 3 moon clips from Ruger. Here they are. Okay, and I bought some more online on Amazon. I forget from who. There's 10 of them, and it comes with a demooner, this little device right here. It's a pretty good deal. I think they were like 20 bucks for 10 of them, so nothing's cheap in the gun world. The trigger. I find the trigger to be totally acceptable. It's a nice double action only trigger. There's no real take up on it. It's smooth all the way through the press, and it's a little bit stiff, but that's typical for a self-defense revolver because you want to make sure your rounds go bang. So part of that stiffness is actually the spring, the hammer spring. Real nice. Easy to carry. It's an option. One of the things I really like about this gun is its size, the fact that it shoots 9mm. Really good. Unlike Smith & Wessons, you just press this in, press the cylinder release, open it up. You can then, it's hard to do around the camera, but you can eject those on block. So if you're an old guy like me, you don't have to look for brass that comes out in a big block. You just go ahead and grab it. There's lots of ways to reload this. The way I would reload it is probably, so I would open it like this, eject it, flip it back over, drop my rounds in, and boom. Okay, so I would do a weak hand reload typically, but you can do a strong hand reload. That's revolver geek stuff. Give you some close-ups of it. You can dry fire this. I would recommend you dry fire them a lot to get used to them. Real nice gun. 9mm Luger. Universally good, or actually excellent reviews on this guy. It's got a polymer. I know. Let's get the basic frame is steel, cylinder steel. It's fluted, as you can see, and then it's got this part of the frame is actually polymer to keep the weight down. Pretty nice. One thing I see is people online, when they grip a revolver, they're gripping it down here. You really want to, you know, with your finger on the trigger like this. I can understand why people do that. You actually want to get as high as possible, right? There's no slide to bite you. The higher you can get on this gun, the better, and you get better recoil control, because now you can see where that bore is. It's going right into the back of my hand. Now, I shot a revolver for over a year in IDPA, so I'm used to shooting revolvers. So if you're not used to shooting revolvers, you got to spend some time with them. If you have a revolver, learn how to shoot it in double action. In a real situation, nobody's going to have the time to pull the hammer back and shoot it. This one does not have an exposed hammer, so that's not really an issue. Yeah, the trigger's real nice on this. It really, really, really is. Right out of the box, and I'm not going to do anything to it. One of the things I am going to do, my wife is getting her license to carry, so this will probably be her gun. I think for in the purse, this is pretty much perfect. So really good manufacturing here. Nice gun. I like it a lot. All right, we're already at almost 8 minutes here, so this is just a first impression. We'll take this up to the range and we'll shoot the crap out of it, and I'm sure she'll do really well. One thing you have to get used to is the trigger, not only in the pull, but you have to get, also revolver triggers, you want to grip them. You want to get that more meat on that trigger than you would for a semi-auto, okay, because it's just more towards the joint, first joint of your index finger. But you also need to make sure you cycle that trigger all the way. You don't want to be doing this, because it's not gonna, you're gonna short, that's called short stroking it. You gotta let it go all the way out, so you gotta get used to where that all the way out is. You don't want to be doing the slapperoonie. You just want to get it all the way out, okay? And then it'll cycle the cylinder. If not, if you short stroke it, you're not gonna, nothing's gonna happen. You're gonna have to pull it again. That's something people do with revolvers when they're first getting used to them. They short stroke them. Very common. So get a good grip on it, and you can see that with a good grip, the revolver really is oh, it's a really nice trigger. All right, we're at 10 minutes. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks.